Okay, so I will join Representative McNerney in saying it is my honor to be here with everybody today. Thank you also, Michael Tubbs, for representing. I do think you have a real cross-section of elected representation sitting in front of you today, and hopefully a good representation of the community that we serve as well. I am very proud to serve you at the state level. Serving on the Stockton City Council, I can assure you, prepares you for anything in this world. And so I went to the state feeling very, knowing what the issues were and doing my very best to be able to address them. And I'd also first like to thank my staff who is here. And while I am in Sacramento, I mean, I still live here, I come home every day, but Monday through Thursday, I'm not in the district during the daytime. And so I have a staff of 4 down here, a staff of 7 in the Capitol, and hopefully with our combined efforts, we're really able to serve the needs of this community. So please know my office is always open for calls or anything that's dealing with the state level. Please give us a call. I was walking my dog today out on the levees, and I thought about one of the things that our office has been happy to do is address the issue of the water hyacinth. I don't know if people remember last year how terrible it was, in the last 3 years, how terrible it has been, and the calls we got, and the pictures that people sent us, and between Senator Galgiani and myself and the help from the feds, we were able to double the amount of money that we put into that program for spraying. We got permits to be able to do it earlier, and God gave us rain. So that combination of those things, you see that beautiful channel right now. And so one of the things I want to say when people come out too, that every once in a while, it's nice to hear, for all of us sitting up here, and we're out on a lot of things, but every once in a while it's nice to hear thank you. And I'm not asking for it, but I was just going to ask, Ann, how many people have called to tell us, hey, that channel looks great this year? Nobody, right? But it looks bad. Everybody's calling all the time. When you do your best you can to get it looking good, the people don't talk about that. So, I mean, for any of you sitting out in the audience to know that we are people just like you, who live in this community just like you, and like sometimes you like to hear thank you from your husband or your wife or your kid or somebody you did something for in church. It takes that reciprocity of relationship, I think, and to know what the issues are, to let us try to work on them, and then get some feedback going back and forth. So anyway, it is my honor to serve, and hopefully I've been able to do it well. Some of the things I've been most proud about, things like the water hyacinth. One of the things that people can't ever take away, or well, I guess they could, but we were able to get that challenge program out at Sharp Army Depot, a place that is going to serve over 500 at-risk kids every single year. They had 2 of them in the country, 2 of them in Southern California, none in Northern California. We're talking about citing a 3rd one. It is the most researched, evidence-based program to help young people turn their lives around, and they'll be able to help about 500 kids a year. So that is out there ongoing right now. They're getting ready to graduate their first class, and it is just phenomenal, the things that they've been able to do. The other thing I want to be able to talk about is my desire to bring a CSU here. We went and presented at the council the other night, and again, it is not something that I'm going to be able to snap my fingers and do, but if we don't start fighting for something, instead of just fighting against things all the time, we're against the tunnels, we're against the prisons, we're against a lot of things, but what are we for? And if we don't put that marker down to say, this will transform our community, and we need to all be speaking in one voice to be able to tell the state, you know what, if you really want to make equality in California, then you need to be able to treat the inland California just like we treat coastal California. So those are the kinds of things and the messages I bring to my colleagues all the time, and I'm also very glad to be able to answer questions as we go forward.
Thank you. Mayor Tubbs.